countries and the Southeast Asian countries where these services have been launched. All in all, we see the telco retailer becoming something like this for you. So he becomes a centralized place where you could come, buy different kind of tickets, be it airlines, be it railways, make different kind of payments, be it your dish TV, be it your LIC insurance, be it for your postpaid bills, be it your electricity, and or probably buy a top up. And that's what we see as the origination of mobile commerce in this country. I would also like to present a case study for RBAP. RBAP stands for Rural Bankers Association of Philippines. Our customer, John Owens, was supposed to be, we were trying to get John Owens to India to probably share the podium with us, but since he's not been able to make it to Pune, I thank him for allowing me to use his slides to present a small case on how RBAP has benefited from the usage of wallet-based mobile commerce strategy. Quick look at what Philippines is. Philippines is 90 odd million people spread across 7,000 islands, not all very, very accessible. 50% of the population being rural population and 30% of the population being below the poverty line. Given this situation, it becomes very, very difficult for the banks to increase their reach, be in terms of the bank branches or be in terms of the number of subscribers. So if you look at the bank branches and the bank accounts in Philippines, they have probably stagnated ever since 1998 for a period of a decade. But interestingly, the number of mobile subscribers have been growing steadily. So it's the mobile phone which is being able to make inroads to all those 7,000 islands, but it's not the banks. Rural bankers, rural banks in Philippines, they have a history of more than 50 years, and they went ahead and created a program called Micro Enterprise Access to Banking Services, which is commonly known as MABS in Philippines, in association with USAID, which stands for United States Agency for International Development. This program got created in the year 1998 and was targeted at providing small financial services to micro entrepreneurs, but did not see a huge traction till about 2004 when RBAP went ahead and did a partnership with Globe. And everybody, and all these micro entrepreneurs, they then started to get a small wallet from GCash, and they could get money into these wallets, use money for different purposes, and pay back their loans using these wallets. They could actually acquire these loans at the GCash retail outlets and do a payback at these retail outlets. So today, as we speak, rural bankers are now able to offer a host of different services to their subscribers. How does it benefit everyone? Customers, let's take a case of a microfinance customer who has taken a very small loan and who makes probably a $2 payment once in a week. In the absence of GCash kind of an environment, this person used to travel to probably like 15 kilometers using a bus, which costed him around $2 to reach up to that place and make that payment at a bank branch. It was not only the cost of traveling, but also the opportunity cost of being away from his place of work, which costed him an additional $2. So for probably making a payment of anywhere between $1 to $2, the person actually lost $6. When came the GCash environment, the reach of GCash retailers was much, much higher than the banks, and also people could use just their mobile wallets to make these payments. So if they have to make a $2 payment, $2 is what it used to cost them. Talk about the merchants. All these merchants are generally maybe a grocery store or maybe a medical store and so on and so forth. With GCash kind of services being offered through their outlet, the footfall to their retail presence, the footfall to their shops probably increased. They had an opportunity to upsell or cross-sell all the different kind of items that were available on shelf in their shops to all these people. Huge advantage in terms of receiving electronic payment, which was much safer than having actual cash in their shops. And of course, the advantage that they had from earning the revenues from the fees. Banks definitely got the advantage of much, much higher penetration in terms of their subscriber base. So if you look at different breakthrough for RBAPs, 2004, 2005 is when they started, and 2006, around 2006, some of the rural banks, they started funding salaries of their class 4 employees in their mobile wallets. Big advantage to Gcash, because they moved away from the challenge of funding these wallets, and they just had to concentrate on creating the services which can be used from these wallets. And a big advantage for those employees who started getting, who had an access to a financial instrument which they completely lacked before. So they used to receive hard cash, which was not exactly safe in Philippines. 2007 was when different services like, you could make a payment, you could probably do an account transfer and so on and so forth. That saw the increase in 2007. And by 2008, there were 70,000 new users and 3,500 local merchants that get enrolled on the system for RBAP. The claim to fame for RBAP was the fact that they were able to create an ecosystem where they tied up with the two mobile network operators, the Globe Gcash and the Smart MNO in Philippines. Smart has similar services to Smart Money is a similar service to Globe's Gcash. They were able to tie up with these two mobile network operators. They were able to tie up with an SMS gateway system which could actually take their SMS traffic to the platforms at the back end. And they were able to tie up with Nokia. What they did with Nokia was that Nokia would provide phones to the rural population on a loan, for which people used to start paying using their mobile wallets. Big advantage to everyone. Nokia was happy because their phones were getting sold. Government was happy because the mobile penetration in the rural section was getting higher. And everybody and people like RBAP and Globe and Gcash were very happy because their services, their mobile payment services, were getting a better penetration. Cantillon Bank was one of the rural banks, and if you look at the number of transactions that have grown steadily ever since they actually enrolled to the Gcash platform. All in all, what I'm trying to say, if you look at the different type of transactions that are done by the Cantillon Bank subscribers, it is half of them are cash in, but then the remaining half is not cash out. So it's not that whoever is putting in money is taking out money. They are putting in money, and they're trying to use it for all the host of services that they have. They are probably trying to do cash out, of course. They're trying to send it to different people across borders. They're trying to make mobile payments. They're trying to make loan repayments and so on and so forth. We strongly believe that the success of any mobile commerce environment is going to be the kind of services that you are able to offer around in that particular ecosystem. That's the presentation. I'm done. Thank you. Do we have time for a question and answer? Okay. Any questions? I can't see at all. Yeah. Anyone? I've been told the time is less, so probably be able to entertain only one or two questions, but we can always chat up tomorrow or anytime. Please, anyone?
Good evening, sir. This is Manisha Panda from marketing. Sir, as per the case study that you showed about M-Apps, which was launched in Philippines, can similar process be initiated in India? And if it is initiated, what are its prospects?
What are its?
Prospects, future prospects. Will it,
work or not? Your first question, the answer is very simple. Can this be launched in India? Yes. Are we in a good position to launch in India? No, because the regulations which are given by RBI so far, they do not make anybody in a very good position to offer these services. Okay.